Hello.
Hello. I think we can start the meeting.
Okay.
Yes, I'll show my screen. Is my screen visible? The slides. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So welcome everyone to the Flatcar release team meeting. This is a bi-weekly call where we will be planning to, this is where you can talk with the release team for any issues that you have with Flatcar or any new features you want to get into shipped into Flatcar, or one of the main agenda that would be we'll be taking in this release meeting would be the release planning as well. So let's get ahead with the meeting. So the agenda would be in the beginning, we'll have a round of introductions, and then we'll talk about the current state of releases, then followed by the release planning, and then there will be open flow. So it's open to Q&A and discussion. So let's start with the round of introductions. So hi, I'm Sayan. I work with the Flatcar release team and have been primarily looking into the releases. And yeah, so happy to have you all here. Next, Matthew.
Yes, hi everyone. Mathieu. I work from France and I'm in the Flatcar development team, and I work mainly on the test side in order to provide a test for the OS. Let's hear from Aniruddha. Okay, then let's hear from Jeremy, maybe.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I work for Microsoft on Flatcar right now. I recently wrapped up the C Group v2 upgrade work. Now just some general Mantle related development. William.
Hey folks, another Microsoft kinfolk person here on the Flatcar team. Mostly working on ARM64 stuff right now. Aniruddha, yourself?
Hi everyone, I am Aniruddha. I am the open source contributor in this project, and I am working on various issues these days. Yeah, Ryan?
Hey everyone. My name is Ryan. I work as an SRE at InfraCloud, and I contribute to I'm a beginner contributor in Kubernetes, and I'm exploring Flatcar Linux and going through issues, trying. Yeah.
Oops. Tilo.
Hey folks, I'm Tilo. I'm the manager of the formerly Kinfolk, now Microsoft OS and security team, and that team works on Flatcar.
Cool. I guess we had the introduction from everyone. Thank you folks for the introduction. So okay, I guess wait one more. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So jumping into the release planning. So let's go ahead into the current state of the current release. Before going ahead and talking about more into what happened in the current release, I'd like to give the stage to talk about a few words about the C Group v2 changes that landed. So Jeremy, would you like to tell a few lines about the same?
Sure, I can say a couple words. So something that landed in the 2969 release alpha currently is that we enabled C Groups v2 by default for the whole OS. That means that the C Group drivers for Docker and Containerd and also Kubelet have switched from C Group FS to Systemd. And this has a lot of repercussions for deploying Kubernetes on top of Flatcar. Important to know that this doesn't break existing Kubernetes deployments, existing nodes during an update. So we implemented a kind of a freeze config procedure migration during an upgrade. Right now, this affects only fresh nodes. So deployed with the current alpha image. And yeah, we encourage folks to test it. There's documentation if you're affected by the change, you will get a warning after upgrading. There's a mailing list post coming up and a blog post coming up detailing how this affects users. So we encourage everyone to test and report issues. We already have the first issues popping up, and we will get them resolved quickly.
Sorry for the typo that I have on the slide. I really went to test the changes in deployment and file issues, but this gist is here is to test the changes early and file the issues. And as Jeremy mentioned, we had our first issues, and that should be the fix should be out there in the next releases. So yeah. And other than that, we had a release last week. We had a release for all the branches. Like LTS had a patch level with the Linux upgrades, and other than that, like even the beta and stable had patch release upgrade with minor issue, basically like updates to packages and few issues, but then a major alpha went out the door, which has a lot of changes in there. So including the cgroups v2 and the Docker change. So folks go ahead and test those. Now quickly moving on to the planning board for the next set of releases that we are planning to release on August 30th. So let me share the screen for the planning board. Can you see my screen, the planning board? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So this cycle, like we have Aniruddha, like who had a couple of issues, package upgrades in the last one, which went into alpha, and this time also Anirudh has been working on issue. But other than that, the team has also been working on a couple of change packages and issues that has to be like the fix that Jeremy just talked about. So this release we are planning to have it relatively small, given it's like we have a week there, and we are planning to start the builds by Friday, so that we have them out by Monday. Does that sound good? I see not. So yeah.
Yes.
So okay. So Jeremy, I wanted to know that since you have already migrated the like you have the C groups v2 and the Docker changes in, so shall we move this ticket or close this ticket?
I would definitely move it. I wasn't sure if we were gonna do the moving together during one of these release meetings or whether I should do it, so that's why I left them there. But yeah, these the first two are definitely already released in the release on the 16th.
Okay, we can definitely move them. So we can move them to this too. So yeah, so as soon as you're done, like feel free, like you are not blocked on the this meeting, you can feel free to move them whenever you're done with the issue. Other than that, like we are also planning so talking about the plan changes. So we have a few of the packages which we are planning to update, like series, glibc, go, nettle, polkit, IP tables, Linux firmware, and WS Linux engine. So a few of them already have PRs. If I recall correctly, we'll be updating those. But if anyone is looking to contribute, like the first package is a relatively simpler one, so you can if you're looking to contribute, that's a simple package to upgrade. So you can pick that up. Other than that, like IP tables has been in there for some time, but we have had some progress there. So hopefully we will be updating it in the next release. Other than that, like the DSCP v6 issue seems to be also be fixed, so we might we'll have a PR for that also in the next one. Matthew, I wanted to know, like we have this locksmith D issue in here, so
yeah, it's on hold because we need to upgrade to etcd v3 in order to close this issue. So it's quite related to this upgrade. So maybe I could close this one and create a new issue to upgrade locksmith to etcdv3 and add this issue in the in progress instead of using this issue. So basically the code is done. It just is not ported into the OS because we are waiting for another upgrade.
Okay. Just on this lines, like, do you think we can create an on-hold column as well? Like if we are not actively working, or should we have just tackle it in progress?
If you check the open pull request on the CoreOS overlay, I created the on-hold label for my peer. So yes, I could provide this label to this issue.
Maybe we can even see like if we can somehow tag a column with on hold. So if we tag the issue with on hold,
Yeah,
maybe we can.
Yeah, maybe we could. Yeah.
Okay, so that's something we can look. So that in progress can be relatively smaller. Like even the bin utils one is kind of on hold for the upstream changes. So so we can add those. Other than that, do you folks, so this is given we don't have much time, but I see that this should be sufficient for the next few days and for the next release given the last one was a major one. So do you have any other issues that you have been working on that should be on this board?
Do we track bug fixes here as well, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kai had a fix or has a fix for an issue related to the Butterfest switch for the OEM partition. I was about to add a card for that, but if you could, it's related to parsing the label field if someone mounts the OEM partition during ignition.
This one, right? The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
Yes.
Note in progress.
Thanks.
Any other?
Yeah, we can also add the new issue about the containerd config. It's on in the Flatcar repository.
This right. Right.
It's the last one about containerd.
Right, this one.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I think like even like Dongzu and Kai is also like probably Dongzu is probably not dead this week, and Kai is also half.
Yeah, they're gone half the week.
Yeah, so I think this should be good. Anything else that we need to add? Do you think that should be added here?
Looks good.
Cool. Another thing that I was thinking was, should we have a section for like few issues again have been in our plan, but it have been like long like issues which have been running for multiple releases, like so how should we tackle, like Polkit has been there for some time, and William has been working on it, so
yeah, that's a good call actually. And just pushing them from release date to release date is probably just too much manual work. I mean, I get that some of those aren't really good estimatable in that there are a number of unknowns when upgrading parts. So maybe we want to have a backlog column where we put those just to signify that it's being worked on, but we don't have a clear end date for it.
I think something I was thinking was like we can have a column, we put in there, and during the release call we can give a short update if we have like if there's some update there. So that's way the community is also updated on what's happening on those.
That's a good, yeah.
Okay, so okay, then we will add then 2 columns on hold and long term, so that that makes sense. So that in
Yeah,
progress
recently
is
I am working on the LBZIP2 issue that is also in progress or something other kind of it will go in the other places.
that is also so in progress essentially for me would be like if you could uh, finish up by the next release or next 2
Okay.
release max. So I think we can add it in progress, and sometimes you cannot estimate. So maybe in progress, we understand that we cannot complete, then we move it to long term or on hold based on how it goes. So yeah, cool. I think we are good here. I'll just add those new columns after this meeting. So an update on the channel. Stop share. Okay, no, this one. Okay. So yeah, so welcome to contribute. Like we have a few contributors now, and I see Ryan has joined this call. So Ryan, feel free to join our IRC channel and
Yeah,
Matrix.
I'm already there.
Cool. So if you have any questions, like you can like set up the developer environment, and after that, if you have questions, feel free to drop. Are you
Sure.
actively working on any issues?
Not right now. I was planning to pick an issue which I pinged you the other day. So I'll go through that again and I'll pick that up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool. So
We have a new participant, Adhiraj is here. You want to say something, Adhiraj?
oh,
Hello everyone, myself Adhiraj Shah. I am currently studying in BP Poddar Institute of Technology. Yeah, you can continue, Aniruddha.
He actually came here with my reference and he told that he is also new to operating system and he wants to learn the things, so he came. He will be looking for to contribute in the project in near future, maybe.
Daniel, would you like to introduce? I just saw you also joined.
Oh, hi. I'm Danielle. I'm working at Microsoft, and it's my first time joining this call. Quite excited.
Thanks. Cool. So see you all on like feel free to test. If you have any issues, feel free to reach out on the communication channels. And yeah, there are issues out there on the Flatcar issue tracker. If you face issues, feel free to open new issues as well. And yeah, before closing, do we have any questions or there's something to discuss here, the team? I think we are good then. Cool. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great rest of the day, and bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Bye.
Sam. Bye.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Bye.
Bye.